Imagine being diagnosed with breast cancer and after treatment realizing this is one of the worst and best times of your life. For one woman, that was her experience, and she credits the people here at Exempla's Comprehensive Care. She calls herself a thriver.
I don't even think of myself as a survivor as much as I'd say a thriver. You know, I plan on living till, a long life.
Looking back, Suzanne Sanderson says the most difficult part about having breast cancer was getting diagnosed.
They were taking me seriously, but at the same time they were more than telling me I was fine and that I was kind of, overreacting. And at that point I was like, well, I guess I must be. They looked at it and felt like it was just a fibroid and that it was just fine and not to worry about it. But there's something about women's intuition that you just, you're kind of thinking, well, what the heck, maybe there is something.
It wasn't until she visited a plastic surgeon on an unrelated matter that Suzanne was able to get some feedback about the lump in her breast.
I went to see that plastic surgeon here in Denver, and the first question he said to me is, hey, where's that lump? What's been bothering you? Because I had written that down, and I told him, and long story short, he just proactively, we decided to take it out, just to make sure. And I went to see him 3 days later just to get everything looked at, and he said, oh gosh, I'm so sorry to tell you, you need to sit down, you have cancer. And I was in shock completely.
Surprisingly for Suzanne, treating the cancer turned into a positive experience, and she credits Exempla St. Joseph Hospital.
I made the decision to go ahead and get the full treatment, and that's when I really met with Dr. Hesky, who is, an amazing human being. He's very empathetic, and I think the thing that's really, when you're told something like that, the one thing you really need from someone is safety and that they're going to be there for the long run. And with Dr. Hesky, besides the fact he's extremely bright and knowledgeable, I think his just compassionate caring that came through for me, and that sort of centered, grounded, you're going to be okay. He always had something really funny or positive to say, and he knew that for me, the worst thing he could do was probably feed into my, worries about things that had nothing to do with what was going on with me, and he would always make me laugh and think, oh, I'm going to be fine, I'm just being too worried. And I'll tell you, if a doctor can make you feel like that when you're going through those kinds of treatments, that's such a very special relationship.
She says the entire staff at Exempla St. Joseph Hospital kept her upbeat.
The people that make you feel so good, and they know what you've been through, and they treat you like family. And, I don't know where, I don't have any other doctor relationships like that, or, nurse relationships. So it's an extraordinarily strange club to be in, as far as having had cancer, but it's also probably what made the biggest difference in my life about, just listening to your body and having people honor you and treat you with that kind of dignity. It's, I think St. Joe's is extraordinary that way. Just make sure you try this center out, and try St. Joe's out, because St. Joe's is really, they've been in the community forever, and their commitment is so far extended that they've made this comprehensive care program. And you need to really look at your options, because it's a scary time, and I think people have a tendency to just sort of react and not think it out as much as they need to. And so if they can just get that one more second opinion, sometimes it might make all the difference.